Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to review the 308 rifle. Hope you enjoy. Here's the 308 rifle. Pause the video if you wanted to have a read of the text. And here's the ammo used for the gun. Again, pause the video if you want to have a read. This is what the gun looks like, iron-sighted. Very nice. Here's the reload animation. Here's aim down the sights. Okay, let's put on our first scope now. I'm going to be using the 3:9x40 scope. Black version. Here's what it looks like on the gun. Very nice. Here's aim down the sights. There's three magnifications for this scope. There's a 3 times, then there's a 6 times, and then there's a 9 times. Let's take a couple of shots. Now this is the white version of the exact same scope. This is the 2:6x26 scope. Let's put that on now. This is what the scope looks like. The neat thing about this scope is it's illuminated. So when you aim down the sights, it's very good for foggy conditions. Nice and bright of a green color there. Just one more on the moose. Alright, let's change over to the 12x50 scope. This is the longest range scope in the game, so very good for long shots. Now this is the Aimpoint. Here's what it looks like on the gun. Very nice. Now I will say that the Aimpoint has different magnifications, so you can have that little dot up in the air there. Let's put it up there so you can see. You can have it really tiny, so you can barely see the thing. That's for long range shots. Or you can have it really large for up close. So let's have a go. Still hits the target very nicely. Let's try a close one. And that's it for the scopes. Now, I'll just go through them. Here's this one, if you wanted to have a read of the Aimpoint. Pause the video now. This is the 12x50 scope. Pause the video now if you want to have a read. This is the 2:6x26 scope. This is the illuminated one. Pause the video if you want to have a read. This is the white version of the 3:9x40 scope. Pause the video if you want to have a read. Oh, there should actually be a times in there, that's a bit incorrect. This is the black version, the text should be pretty much the same, yep. So that's it for the scopes. Now, you may have saw me got a lung shot on that moose decoy out at 80 meters before, but take note, this rifle is not really good for big sized animal. Even though it's permitted for big sized animal, I wouldn't recommend long ranging big sized animals like moose, brown bear, black bear, elk and wild boar. They can tend to be more body hits more than any other thing, especially with this rifle. So let me just show you how bad this rifle is versus moose. Here's a little test that I do for mainly all my rifles to get a good idea on penetration. You can try this yourself with any rifle. So let me just lie down on these stairs here. Now, I want to hit the brain on that moose. With this current rifle that I'm using, the 308 rifle, it's impossible. You cannot hit the brain vital. Even though it's permitted for moose, you cannot hit the brain. So I'll just show you. Body hit. No matter where I aim, it's always going to turn up a body hit. Yep, forgot to reload, silly me. No matter what I do, I cannot hit the brain. So let's try to get a lung. I don't think I can get double, I'll see. Might be only gonna get one lung either as well. Yeah. Looks like I can only get one lung as well with this rifle. If someone gets a double lung, let me know in the video. Be interested to know. But I cannot hit the brain no matter where I aim. So you may be surprised, but actually the 308 rifle gets beat by the R8 Blazer that's not even permitted for moose. That's right, this medium-sized caliber rifle is more powerful than the 308 rifle. So the 308 rifle definitely needs a buff in damage, because this can actually get the brain of the moose. I'll show you what I mean. See? Skull brain straight away. Not a body hit. Let's try for a double lung if we can do that. There you go, double lung. And I hit the exact same spot as the 308. So that proves it right there. The R8 Blazer is actually more powerful in penetration than the 308 rifle. So you may be wondering what the gun actually looks like in third person. Okay, this is what it looks like in third person. This is without the scope. And I'll show you in iron sights as well. Aiming down the gun. It's a nice looking gun, but it's quite a shame that it's very, very unpowerful. So let's put the scope on now, show what that looks like. This is the black 3 to 9 times 40 scope. Very nice. I reckon the black suits the gun very nicely, actually. This is aim down the sights. Very, very nice. Now I'm going to put on the white version of this scope. It's the exact same scope, but it's a white color. Aiming down the sights. Now I'm going to swap to the 2 to 6 times 26 scope. This is the illuminated one. This is what it looks like in third person. And aim down the sights. Now the 12 times 50 scope, this is the longest range scope in the game. Let's have a look in third person. And aiming down the sights. Remember, if I'm going too fast, feel free to pause the video. Now the Aimpoint. This is the one with no magnification, but you can improve the dot to make it bigger or smaller. It's up to you. Third person. Very nice. I do have to say the black scopes definitely look the best. At least in my opinion. Now aiming down the sights is fairly neat with this scope, because if you look now, the reticle is actually red. Isn't that cool? Very nice scope. And that's it for third person. That's it for this video. Remember, if you want to see more content from me, you can always check out my Twitch channel. The link is in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching.